Hey guys, welcome back to the season finale of Dark, season 2. It's the apocalypse is happening today. The countdown is over. We made it. I feel like the season 2 went by so fast. I don't know if it's just me. Everyone else is like, it takes so long for you to post your videos. I'm like, this went by so fast. No, but I can't believe that we're in the end. And in the beginning at the same time. Endings and beginnings is the name of this episode. So welcome. Welcome aboard. I'm Tia, and I'm very excited to be watching this episode. I'm very excited for season 3 as well. Because people were saying that season 1 is kind of like the base. You're setting the base for the story to then start, which I understand now, watching most of season 2, that when you look back on season 1, it's like, oh, we knew nothing. I mean, nothing. We still know nothing. I, at least, know nothing. But I do understand the point of that, and it makes me so excited for season 3, because I'm sure by this time in season 3, when we're almost done with the last season, I'm gonna be looking at this moment and be like, oh, she's just a baby. She knows nothing. It's gonna be cool to see which questions will be answered in this episode and what will be still pushed forward to the next season. Last season ended with us going to the future for the first time, which was mind-blowing. And I was so ready for like, okay, now we're gonna get to know the future and da-da-da. And then this season started when we're like, okay, let's go there. Then this season started with the past, with the 20s. So they just kind of gave 2 new timelines at once, kind of, for me, because I watched them back to back. So, like, something equally as big has to happen in the end of this season. It can't be that the end of first season is like, and start of this season is like, that we get all these new timelines and new characters. Well, new characters as well, but like different ages of different characters and all this. And then season 2 ends and 3 starts, and it's like, well, the apocalypse happened. Like, we knew it's gonna happen all season. We've just been waiting for it, and that's it. There has to be something huge. Maybe I'm like, will we be adding more timelines? It's getting quite wide, guys. It's getting like the spectrum is quite huge already. If we go from like 1920s to then like the 2050s, that's quite a big range. So I don't know which way we even would. I would think it's weird if we went even one step further into the future. One step further into the past as well. I'm like, for what? Who even like would be there? Because even the 20s now is like, the tunnel is not even ready. No one is time traveling from there. Only Adam and whatever, and then they have, yeah, never mind. But like, when we keep looking for the point where the origin point, like where everything started from, I would be very surprised if the starting point was like in the past from the 20s, you know, that it would be before that. We would go to the 1800s if if we jumped another 33 years. So I don't know. My feeling is that now that we switch from one season to another, it needs to be something huge, but it needs to be something different. It can't be that we add another 2 or 3 timelines this time or something. Or times. I keep saying timelines, but they're all in the same timeline. Well, whatever. So I can't wait to see what it is. Has to be big. I'm sure this episode will be big. The last episode was already like, I feel like in some way it was a build-up, but still things happened. Aegon died. We found out that like Alexander is Clausen's brother, or the real Alexander is Clausen's brother. Hanna goes to the 50s and I guess stays there. And then Jonas, some version of Jonas. Young Jonas in the black jacket. So little hood guy. Came to get Claudia. Katarina now has the time machine because Magnus had it. So in a way, not a huge amount of things happened, but at the same time it did. And the build-up for this last episode was great. So I don't know what else to say. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm very excited to watch this with you all the legends, and then everyone else later. All the YouTube peeps. A few weeks later, then we are watching it. So thanks to all the legends for all the support, for watching episodes beforehand. I really appreciate it. And for others, if you want, you can join Patreon. Now I'm thinking that I think in the last episode I was saying that you can watch. Yeah, I think I said it wrong. Well, that's too late now. I think I said that you can watch the first episode of season 3 already. But you can watch the first 2. And now with this, when you're watching this on YouTube, you can already watch the first 3 episodes of season 3 if you want. With me. So you can check out Patreon and or become a YouTube member if you want. We could also do another live if you guys want. Talk about season 2. Maybe when this is out on YouTube. So I will already be in like halfway through season 3. But if you guys want, let me know. It'll be fun. I would think it's fun if you guys want to talk about it and stuff. We will definitely do one when the show is over. When we're all on the same page. But now let's watch endings and beginnings. Dark season 2, episode 8. The season finale. Let's go. Welcome to the future. The future. One of the biggest questions as well. Wait. Should I list the biggest questions that we have so far in the show that I'm like, what should we get answers to? Or it's going to be interesting to see if we get the answers now at the end of this season or the beginning of the next season. Because the Scar Girl is still, I can't believe we're at the end of the season and we still don't know who she is. Who is Charlotte's mom? Charlotte's mother? Big question. What is Ines doing with the drugs? To make it like, what's her point? Where did Noah and Agnes come from? What time, really? And who, where? Like, who were their parents? Is that something, like, how did Noah become Noah? What is going to happen to Katarina? Maybe these are the main ones right now. So let's play. Now we're ready. Let's get some answers, guys. From Elizabeth. Let's go. Tell us who's the Scar Girl. Oh. That looks like some kind of helicopter flying machine thing. And here's her stash. Yeah. Love that hat. Hold on. Hold on. Well, hold on to your hats, everyone. Right? Because this is her. I mean, this has to be her, right? Of course, why else would she have these photos? So she is. So she is her mother's mother. Mm, yeah. I mean, yeah. This is her with Noah. The actress is like, well, hard to recognize from this first photo. First, we saw her. I don't know. Am I right? I'm so. My mind is like right now. This first photo, no clue. I mean, you can see that it's the same setting. Just the fact. I'm so sorry. I can't even talk. Just the fact that it's a Polaroid picture, just like Noah showed Charlotte, with the same kind of trees in the background. We know, like, okay, this is the same place, same baby, same kind of photo. Like, this is already like connected. From this first photo, I'm not looking at this and going like, oh my god, that's Elizabeth, because her hair is long and she of course looks very different to this version of her. But then here, when we can see her face better, holy shit. Yes, this is clearly her. Just with long hair and clean face. Wasn't that number one of my questions for this? Who is Charlotte's mother? Well, here we are. 1 minute and 40 seconds in. So, so, yeah, okay. Okay, I don't know what to say. What do we say about this? What do we think about this? So this version of Noah and this version of Elizabeth have been together in what timeline? Has Elizabeth time traveled to, let's say, somewhere between the 50s and the 80s? Because Charlotte is already a teenager in the 80s when we see her, the young version of her. So where has Elizabeth been? Or has Noah been in the future? But this can't be in the future either, them looking like this after the apocalypse. So what the fuck is this? When is this, is the question. This is actually insane. This could be, well, this could be the kind of bomb that they drop in the end of this episode, but we start this episode with this. Because this is even more crazy than Mikkel being Mikael. Because this is not only time traveling and then someone being someone, but she is her own grandmother. Wow. And Noah was like, yeah, I promised your mom that I would get you back. Why are you not with Elizabeth? Why is Noah running around in the priest costume and telling people what to do and finding pages for the book while his wife or whatever, mother of her child, his child, is here in the future? And now this is taking me back to the episode where Noah, like, where Elizabeth, the little Ellie, disappears for a little bit. And then she comes back and she's like, I was hanging out with Noah. I was hanging out with Noah, telling her mom, being like, I was hanging out with your father. And oh yeah, I'm your mother. And oh yeah, here's this watch. So what was that conversation when Noah hung out with the child version of his future wife, partner, whatever they are here? Holy shit. Okay. I don't even know what to say. I think we're just gonna keep playing because this pause is already long enough. I would need a way longer pause. I could like pause here and then start a new video.
Der Anfang ist das Ende. Und das Ende ist der Anfang.
Oh my god, that's right.
Alles ist miteinander verbunden. Zukunft, Vergangenheit und Gegenwart.
Yes.
Ich konnte ihr nicht sagen, wer ihre Mutter ist. Genauso wenig, wie ich dir sagen kann, was deine Bestimmung ist. Und was ich heute tun muss.
And what I have to do today. These split screens. This shot of them both walking this
Und
way.
was ich heute tun muss. Ich habe viele Jahre an diesen Moment zurückgedacht. Mein älteres Ich. Er wollte mir etwas sagen, aber er konnte nicht.
My older I'm so sorry.
Jahre an diesen Moment zurückgedacht.
I feel like
Mein älteres Ich.
my older me
Er wollte mir etwas
wanted
sagen,
to tell me something,
aber er konnte nicht.
but he couldn't. Oh, talking to his younger self. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah. Because I'm like, we haven't seen the old Noah, right? No, we haven't. But when he says my older me was telling me stuff, he probably talks about when I was your age. Then I was telling you, whatever. Yeah, okay. My head is already spinning.
Wenn du wissen würdest, was ich jetzt weiß, dann würdest du nicht mehr tun, was du tun musst, damit ich zu diesem Augenblick gelange. Mich, wie ich jetzt hier stehe, kann es nicht geben, wenn du nicht den gleichen Weg gehst wie ich.
Right. So he
Wir sind
can't
nicht
tell.
frei in dem, was wir tun, weil wir nicht frei sind in dem, was wir wollen. Es ist alles vorbereitet.
Everything is ready. Everything is crazy right now, guys. Even this casting for Magnus and Francisca. I keep saying it. This casting, every casting is. And where is he going? This is. I should just stop asking and just watch. I know. I could cry, I'm so happy. But Noah seems very like, you have to go now, and seems very like...
Throw down your hands, give me a sigh, put down your lies. Lay down.
He seemed almost like, not sad, but a little bit hesitant of like, you have to go now. Like he knows that he's gonna go and do something hard or something terrible or something. But we don't know what that is. Magnus and Francisca probably know. They were like, we are ready for you, my lord. Follow us. Whenever we think that we kind of understand what's going on in the show and what could happen next, it just goes like, and does something completely unexpected. I knew that Charlotte's mom had to be someone like crazy. Not that the mom has to be crazy, but the reveal has to be something crazy because we've built up to it so much. We found out her father is Noah, which is insane. And then it's like, who is my mother? And he's like, I'm not gonna tell you. We know we're gonna find out at some point. We know it has to be a bigger shock than Noah. And boy, was it! Who cares about Noah anymore at this point? Her daughter is her mother. I'm like sweating already. 27th of June, the day of the apocalypse. Okay. Breathe, and we're going back in. Where's the gun? Oh, no, it wasn't. I was like, did Hannah go to the past with the gun?
Mein zukünftiges Ich hat versucht, das Loch zu schließen. Das alles rückgängig zu machen. Er hat die Passage geschlossen, aber den Kreislauf nicht durchbrochen.
Ah, yes, of course.
Eine Komponente in der Gleichung ändern, dass ich beim nächsten Mal Erfolg haben werde. Dann wird nichts von dieser kranken Scheiße jemals passieren. Mikkel wird nicht verschwinden.
So the next loop will be the one that will work, not this one that we're watching now.
Dein Vater wird nicht sterben.
Hey.
Die großen Dinge und die kleinen Dinge folgen nicht den gleichen Gesetzmäßigkeiten. Es lässt sich vielleicht nicht zum Großen ändern, aber im Kleinen.
Yeah, big things can't be changed,
Wir
but
ändern
small
ein
things
Sandkorn.
can.
Und damit die ganze Welt.
I love it that we have like this loop as well of like Jonas telling Claudia what to do and Claudia then explaining Jonas everything he has to do, and then like neither would know anything without the other one. I think that's very cool. And then from Claudia to Regina, just like this.
Wie war Oma so? Also als Mutter. Warum interessiert dich das plötzlich so?
Yeah, she was terrible.
Sie war hier. Letzten Herbst. Nachdem Mikkel verschwunden ist. Sie hat etwas hier gelassen. Für dich.
And I'm giving it to you now.
Sie hat gesagt, es tut ihr leid. Und wenn sie die Zeit zurückdrehen könnte, dann würde sie vieles anders machen.
I feel terrible for her. Poor her. Her whole life has been a weird mess.
Ich komme zurück.
Oh, but this is him saying goodbye as well. Kind of like when Jonas left, that he's like, well, now I have to give you this note that I got like 6 months ago. What is the plan? And him, yeah.
Ein Durchsuchungsbefehl für das Kernkraftwerk. Der Richter hat dem Antrag sofort stattgegeben, was auf dem Gelände zu finden ist.
But there isn't, I mean, they buried all the stuff in the cement that they would want to find, right? Unless they find the, but because they keep thinking, everyone keeps thinking that it's in the power plant, like their area where the door is, even though you can get to the door from the cave. I mean, they don't know this, but like, you know, the only thing that they would find in the power plant is the stuff that they already buried under the cement. The waste, the nuclear waste.
Vielleicht kann ich nicht beweisen, dass sie meinen Bruder umgebracht haben. Aber ich krieg sie für das, was hier passiert.
Yeah. But do we think that he actually killed the brother? Somehow in my head, I think because he had Boris's passport and Alexander's passport when he was in the forest. I just assumed that he's like, they were working together and he just chose the other passport. Not that he was there to kill Alexander and then take his identity. I mean, I don't know why I think that, but like, that's the idea that now that she's like, I can't prove that you killed my brother. I'm like, oh, yeah, probably that's what it looks like to him.
Du kannst ihn nicht auf das Gelände lassen.
Vielleicht ist es gut, dass jetzt endlich alles rauskommt.
That's right. Also, his eye is still a big question mark for me. I'll wait until the end to be like, are we sure we don't get any kind of explanation to it? Oh,
Martha, ich wollte das alles nicht, das musst du mir glauben. Aber du musst mir jetzt zuhören.
Was machst du hier?
my mom said you can't lay your dirty fingers on me.
Ich bin schuld dran, dass alle sterben.
Was?
In ein paar Stunden geht hier alles hoch. Alles fängt wieder von vorne an. Die Zukunft fängt an. Ein neuer Zyklus.
Wovon redest du?
Yeah, this must sound so crazy for her at this point.
Du musst mir vertrauen, bitte.
It's so weird. The different age versions of them filming this. Or like, you know? Yeah. Stop it. This is a child.
Das ist falsch.
Yes. Oh!
Wir sind falsch.
He told her before, don't let anyone tell you that we're not perfect for each other.
Ich kann mich nicht gehen lassen.
Tust mir weh.
Ich hab dich einmal sterben sehen. Lass es kein zweites Mal zu.
Oh, okay.
Das kann ich.
He also said, I watched you die before. I saw you die once. So does she not die in the apocalypse? He can't be there just watching her die, right?
Tust mir weh.
Ich hab dich einmal sterben sehen. Lass es kein zweites Mal zu.
Yeah, he just wants to protect her, of course. Even though this is creepy, it's also... Oh, my God. Let me shoot you in the leg.
Und ich mach's wieder gut.
This is so weird. 6 hours, oh my God. Can we now get a split screen with these two and then the old versions of them? Or the middle versions, or however you would call this. It's so good. The casting is so good. His hair is terrifying.
Wo ist der Apparat? Meine Mutter hat ihn.
Yep. His face is like, what? Noah is gonna kill me.
Meine Mutter hat ihn. Das ist nicht richtig.
That's not right.
Warum hat Noah mir nicht gesagt, was ich damit machen soll? Wozu erzählt er mir das alles?
Erklärt mir das Ding und sagt mir nicht, was ich damit machen soll?
This is a good question.
Vielleicht hast du genau das gemacht, was du tun solltest.
That's also true.
Du hast gezeigt, wie er funktioniert. Vielleicht war das deine einzige Aufgabe.
Yeah, maybe the point was that he, like, Katarina will get it in the end.
Wo willst du hin?
Na, den verfickten Apparat finden!
It's cool. This kind of version of the theme song. Like a sound. That's cool.
Hallo?
And then...
Jonas?
She's like, well, I already broke the door, so it's easy to walk in. And then... speeding up again. This is also the room where your son grew up, you know? You might need this for the cave. Is she going back to the cave, guys? Well, okay, she doesn't need to go to the cave. Now she has a time machine. Oh my God, but this... Oh my God, yeah. Well, this will come in handy for her. But she doesn't have the... What is the word for it? The detector for the radiation. I feel like so many people have given me that, like the name for that as well. I can't find it, but you guys know what I mean.
Die Passage.
Wir öffnen sie wieder.
Aber du hast gesagt, du willst sie schließen. In der Zukunft. Oder Vergangenheit. Deine Zukunft.
Oh, sorry, what? In the past, your
Ich habe
future.
lange gebraucht, zu akzeptieren, dass ich Teil der Katastrophe sein muss, die ich eigentlich verhindern wollte.
Woher weißt du das alles?
Die letzten 12 Monate. Du hast mir alles beigebracht.
Right?
Über die Zukunft und die Vergangenheit.
Yes.
Alles, was passiert ist. Alles, was passieren wird.
Oh, so now for the last 12 months. Wait. So the last 12 months she's been teaching him. Yeah, because I was asking, like, what version of Jonas is this now? This with the dark jacket. Her neck looks a lot better than it did. Because the last time we saw our Jonas was when he traveled to the day before his dad died. He was there kissing Marta and everything. He had the yellow jacket and the wound was still very clear. Here the wound has like healed pretty much. So this is again a different version of him, right? So the last 12 years, the old Claudia has been teaching him.
Du hast mir alles beigebracht.
Yeah.
Alles, was passieren wird. Da draußen gibt es zwei Seiten. Adam und Sigmundus wollen eine neue Welt erschaffen. Du und ich, wir wollen diese retten.
They want to create a new world and I want to save this one. What does that even mean? Like create a new timeline again? Adam is waiting for some very specific moment to happen. My God, what is this, commercial break? They just have to stop the build-up, I guess, with the music and everything. And now we start from silence and from the hatch. And Marta going to the house. Oh, I could cry. Any questions? Anything you want to know? Here are all the answers, literally.
Was ist das hier? Das hier ist der einzige Ort, der sicher ist. Bitte nicht, Martha. Bitte.
Oh, he's putting, like, locking her in here. Yeah, because they were saying, who was it who was saying that, like, they want to change it so that everyone survives, not just the ones in the bunker. So people in the bunker will survive. So poor Jonas is like, I will put you here and lock you in here and then you will be fine.
Warum machst du das?
Weil ich weiß, was heute passieren wird.
Was mit Nick? Stimmt das? Bin ich.
Ich wollte das alles nicht, Martha. Jonas kommt zurück. Es wird alles genauso geschehen, wie es immer geschehen ist. Aber ich kann nicht aufhören zu hoffen, dass ich was daran ändern kann.
Jonas kommt zurück.
Subversion of him.
Versprich mir, dass du diesen Bunker nicht verlässt. Egal, was passiert. Es tut mir leid.
But the question is, has he always done that? Did Marta just get out of the bunker somehow? Oh my God. This looks so cool, the two of them in the tunnel with the light. No wind. Why? They are in the 80s there, right?
Ist schon unterwegs. Charlotte?
I'm sorry. Let go.
Ich muss dir was sagen.
Her head is like like kilometers away from here.
Auf dem AKW-Gelände. Alexander hat da was einbetoniert. Radioaktiven Müll.
Oh my God.
Ich habe ihm dabei geholfen. Es tut mir leid.
Das
Yeah.
löst es aus. Das hängt alles zusammen. Er hat gesagt, das alles hat etwas mit dem AKW zu tun. Jonas wusste das.
Du hast Jonas gefunden?
Nein, er ist zurückgereist aus der Zukunft.
Vella is like, I'm sorry, what?
Bella!
Voila! So, but are we able to like dig it back up through the cement, the stuff, and figure out that it's actually there? I mean, I'm sure that's possible if they have a search warrant, and now Völler knows because he literally helped him. He was there. I love how unapologetically crazy Charlotte is acting right now. I mean, she doesn't. We don't have time to explain to you, Völler, now, like what is going on. You need to just try and keep up. But the fact that she's like, Jonas knew it. Jonas said it would happen like this. And he's like, you found Jonas? She's like, no. He just traveled back from the future and told me, you know. That she's not even like, no, I don't have time to explain it right now, but like, it's crazy. But she's just like, of course, like, Jonas from the future came and told me this. I love it. I'm also thinking about the map. I didn't do anything about the map in the last episode or after it. But I guess Clausen and the Scar Girl are the only ones still in the corner, not connected to anyone or anything. Clausen can now be connected to Alexander, even though Alexander is not on the map. So I will just put a little thing here so I can remember that. And then, you know, Ellie and Charlotte, I don't even know what to do about that in the map. I guess I will do like a arrow both ways. These are mother and daughter, like daughter both ways. You know.
Bella!
Of course. Come.
Verdammt, Charlotte,
Ja.
wo bist du? Ist Franziska bei dir?
Here it is. But why did Noah give this to her? Did he tell her that your mom is our daughter?
Aber Noah hat gesagt, nur die Leute im Bunker überleben.
Oh, so we're going to the bunker. Yeah. I mean, he has to take her. The others, like, if he can't reach them. And they have other things to do now, important for the plot. So let's not include them in this plan. You two just go to safety, I guess.
Verstehe nicht.
Hi, 4 hours.
Das möchte ich mir gerne ansehen.
Das kann man sich nicht einfach so anschauen. Reststrahlung. Ich würde aber auch nicht davon ausgehen, dass sie da irgendwas finden.
Oh, I think we will. And he thinks we will. But why does he know that he needs to go there, you know? Is he just that smart? For the love of God, for the love of Mother. Oh, this is so weird. Seeing photos of your child after you've lost him, like him growing up and stuff. Oh, and then the actor changes to young pictures of the middle Mikael. Oh.
Katharina.
Oh, it's you who I came to find. My
Wie funktioniert diese
grandson.
Maschine?
He's like, how do you have it
Woher
now?
hast du den?
Du willst gar nicht, dass er zurückkommt. Weil es dich dann nicht mehr gibt.
Ich wünschte, es wäre so einfach. Die Dinge, die in der Vergangenheit liegen, können nicht verändert werden. Mikkel kann nicht zurückkommen, weil es mich bereits gibt.
Mikkel gehört hierher. Und du nicht. Dich dürfte es gar nicht geben.
I mean, that's true. Like we've said, we've talked about this before, that Jonas, of course, is the loop. Like she said, Mikael belongs here, you don't. Like, you're the one who doesn't belong in this timeline, in this world at all, actually. Which is very true. But it's so complicated because then he's also kind of the one in charge of everything. On top of the game all the time. So, yeah. But he seems to agree. He's like, yeah.
Ich würde mein Leben jederzeit gegen seins eintauschen. Aber ich kann nicht sterben, weil meine Zukunft bereits existiert. Ich habe versucht, den Ursprung zu verhindern. Es ist unmöglich, es geht nicht. Aber Adam ist der Endpunkt. Vielleicht kann ich nicht verhindern, zu dem zu werden, was er ist. Aber ich kann das, was aus mir geworden ist, stoppen.
Okay. Again, the cut from him to him. Him to him. This painting is something very important too. We show it so much. No.
Ich weiß, dass du mich belogen hast. Du führst keinen Krieg gegen Gott. Du führst ihn gegen die Menschheit.
Right? It's like, here are your missing
Du hast mich
pages.
benutzt. Du hast mich all diese Dinge tun lassen.
Oh my god.
Aber ich weiß jetzt, was ich zu tun habe.
Claudia hatte recht. Du hast immer noch nicht verstanden, wie dieses Spiel gespielt wird. Worauf wartest du noch?
Oh! He just can't be killed, right? But he was actually doing it. He, like, pulled the trigger. Noah is very interesting. Like, I really want to know his origin. It's the only thing that is driving him. Charlotte. Finding Charlotte, bringing her back to her mother. So also her daughter. Is that the only thing that is, like, driving him? And now that he has found Charlotte, he's like, I don't care anymore? Or does he also have a bigger goal somewhere?
Du glaubst, es ist deine Bestimmung, mich zu töten. Aber das ist ebenso wenig dein Schicksal, wie es meines ist, hier und jetzt zu sterben.
Yeah, it just got, like, jammed because he's there. Or, like, he was trying to kill him. I'm sorry, okay.
Erst wenn wir frei sind von jeder Emotion, sind wir wirklich frei. Erst wenn man bereit ist, das zu opfern, was einem das Teuerste ist. Charlotte ist deine Tochter. Sie ist Elisabeths Tochter. Und ihre Mutter.
Yes. Oh! Oh, hello. My day is brightened by the presence of Agnes. Every time. This hairstyle is rough, though. But he seems, like, scared seeing her. Look, he's, like, panicking.
Dieser Knoten lässt sich nur lösen, indem man ihn voll und ganz vernichtet. Wir können unserer Bestimmung nicht entkommen.
Oh my god. He's gonna kill him. Right? Is this really the end of him then? Because we haven't seen an old version of him. Is that why he was talking like that to his younger self? Looking kind of... Because I took it as like he's scared to send him where he needs to go next, the young version. But maybe he was just like... He knew that this is the last time we talk to each other. He came like to this conversation very calm though, if he knows that this is this is where he dies. Or maybe he doesn't know this is where he dies. He just knows from the young Noah's point of view, like after that conversation, I never saw him again. Why is it Agnes who has to come in and kill him? Why does Adam not just take the gun and shoot him? Did they have Agnes just waiting there outside the door? Is she one of the travelers? Or did they just have her come in and be like, yeah, come and kill your brother? Because she was also a child in the 20s. This is also very cool that it's so quiet. We can just hear the little... Yeah. Or they just go in there to use the machine. I'm a little confused. Why do people, like, when Hannah had the machine, for example, and she was going to the 50s, why did she go to the cave to use it? Because we have used the machine in the cave many times, like when the kids were there, for example, and like that has happened many times. But we have also used the machine in other places, right? It doesn't have to be in the cave. I'm sorry, I feel like I've asked this question before and someone has answered it and now I'm asking it again. But why are they like in the tunnel with it now? And why is the tunnel not working if we're in the 80s?
Was passiert hier?
Wir verbinden Vergangenheit und Zukunft.
Montage. Finale montage. It comes so early. It's like halfway through the episode. Oh my god. Imagine being there alone and then this starts happening. Yep, birds coming down. Here we are with the same song from the very first episode, right?
Er hat die Passage wieder geöffnet.
He opened the passage again.
Gegangen ist.
She's like, gotta go! Oh my god, Katharina. Oh.
Ist alles in Ordnung? Wir werden dich hier eingesperrt. Hey, warte, warte. Hey, warte, Martha, du kannst da nicht raus!
So it's either Elizabeth is saved or Marta is saved because she escapes through the door when they come in. But if they would never have come in, she would have been fine there, stuck there.
Oben ist der Apparat nicht. Mama ist nicht da. Martha auch nicht.
Let's go to the cave.
Ich hab's euch gesagt. Jonas ist schuld an dieser ganzen Scheiße.
I mean, kind of.
Du musst ihn in den Bunker bringen. Bei Helges Hütte. Du hast nicht mehr viel Zeit.
Und du?
Yeah, what is he? What?
Ich muss meine Mutter finden. Und Martha.
Jonas!
To take them to the bunker? Well, Marta was already there. Your mom is not here at all. 2 hours. Guys.
Ich weiß es nicht.
Noah sagt, er ist dein Vater und kommt aus der Zukunft. Nein, Vergangenheit. Und er hat gesagt, dass die Apokalypse hier in Winden beginnt. Heute. Und du glaubst, dass das alles etwas mit den Fässern...
She actually told him everything. Even though, again, I'm like... The funny thing about this time travel situation and this situation that we keep finding more and more about, and they will keep finding more and more about, like finding out stuff. Like, I don't know why they would hide it. For me, for some reason, it feels like, because usually in movies, this is such a, oh, it's such a secret and we can't tell anyone that we found this way to the future or something. But now, why would they hide this? So, but still, every time someone, like here now, she has told him everything, kind of. I'm like, oh my god! But I'm like, and so what? She probably always has done that, and it's like, you know? But it still feels like, no, like random people, like Wöller shouldn't know.
Was ist das?
Das Kühlbecken des alten Reaktors wurde wohl schon versiegelt. Wird Teil der grünen Wiese.
Wann war das?
Das weiß ich nicht genau.
Ich möchte, dass das hier abgebrochen wird.
Jetzt?
Right now. We have 2 hours, boys. This is great. I mean, more we find out about Clausen, the more I'm liking him, or I'm taking his side, because he's actually making things happen and bringing stuff up that we want, like, people to find out and stuff. And I think now that we know that he's not part of the time travel situation or anything about it, he's not Adam, or he's not, you know, I think that makes me trust him more, because I'm like, well, at least he's not gonna, like, mess it all up. He doesn't have some evil master plan. I mean, I could be also wrong. I could say this too early and then we find out something crazy. But now that he's like, I want it broken open, I'm like, let's go, Clausen.
Wann kann ich Alexander besuchen? Ich verstehe.
Regina?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you know, when we see these scenes as someone, like for example, when the old Claudia goes to see the middle Egon, and these, when parent and child or someone else like beats each other, but they're different ages, so you're like, they don't necessarily recognize each other. This Regina for sure will recognize this Claudia, because this is her mother. And the mother is the same age as she was when she was a kid, you know? Holy shit, this was so nice that we pan here with the camera and reveal her. And it was today when Bartosz told her that your mom is alive, she was here.
Ich bin's wirklich. Es tut mir so leid. Ich wollte nicht einfach so gehen. Ich erklär's dir.
Oh my god. So that was the last time they saw each other, or like, you know.
Aber du musst jetzt mit mir kommen.
She wants to take her to the bunker.
Regina. Es tut mir so leid.
Oh my god. This is in many ways like old Ulrich seeing the young Mikkel again in the 80s. Because Ulrich had been stuck there for 30 years, waiting to, or not even waiting to find Mikkel, but just, you know, lived there for 33 years. This Regina has lived for 33 years without her mother. And now her mom is back, and her mom looks exactly the same as the last time she saw her. I feel like this could be the thumbnail of this video. We'll see. Yeah, that's so, like, because it's so sad and then so nice at the same time, these scenes, like the one with Ulrich and Mikkel, and now this, that like all this time has been lost. 33 years has been lost between them, so that is sad. But then the fact that they are reunited after all this time is of course nice, but it doesn't make the time go away still in between, and all the trauma that they have, the people who have had to wait all this time. Oh my god.
Noah, du siehst anders aus.
You look exactly the same.
Er hat auch gesagt, dass wir Freunde werden. Bevor du mich verrätst.
Warum folgst du ihm?
Warum bist du ihr gefolgt? Claudia. Weil wir glauben wollen. Weil wir festhalten an der Erlösung, die uns versprochen wird.
Was ist das?
Lies. Er ist von Martha.
Oh my god. Of course. Really, we're not hearing what it is? We're just getting his reaction reading it? What? Is it possible?
Du musst sie retten. Bartosz, Magnus und Franziska.
Oh.
Später mich und Agnes.
Wait. You have to save Bartosz, Magnus and Franziska. And later me and Agnes.
Dieser Kreislauf muss geschlossen werden, damit der nächste Zyklus beginnt. So wie es die Prophezeiung will. Und damit Martha leben kann.
Why would they want to keep Martha alive? Oh my god, okay. Well, the question is then also, like, what happens to Bartosz? Because Franziska and Magnus are there with Adam. If this is like you have to save the three of them. And he said, and me and Agnes. Him and Agnes are also there. It was literally the four of them now in that scene when Agnes shot him. But what happens to Bartosz is the question. And I didn't really now understand that all of this is supposed to save Martha. Oh no, this is a new music. Cling. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. Is she going to the Forbidden Forest? She would hang people for this. Where is the scar girl as well, please? Oh. What? He's gonna time travel somewhere through that? Why the fancy equipment? And what does Clausen expect to find from there? Is he like, if we dig deep, then we're gonna find this time machine, or not time machine, but time travel. This stuff that we need for time travel. The waste, you know? Or is he just like, this is suspicious? They have buried something in there, so let's see what it is. Is he gonna understand when they see it? Be like, oh, like, understand what is happening. Oh, any guesses? Any guesses? Jonas, Martha. Oh, of course.
Du bist sie.
The White Devil.
Du bist Claudia.
Yep. Hi. Do I know you? It's so... This definitely feels like a finale right now. I'm nervous for her. I'm nervous for everyone. Whether she succeeds or not, I'm nervous, you know? And they are already here. Put on the suits and get inside. I don't know to do what.
Kollege ist im alten Reaktor.
Ah. This is stressful. At least the stressful music is now over. Oh. But now Little Hood guy is here. I don't know who is our Jonas anymore at this point. Because I have a feeling this is not our Jonas, you know?
Mama?
he thinks mom is there. Because I feel like our Jonas is the one with the yellow jacket in the episode 6, but is this still the same Jonas? Have we done a time jump in the show? Not really. I mean, sure, from the summer of 2019 we have, but our Jonas that we saw in that episode was not from that time. He was from the 26th of July, or June, July, no, June. So I still think that's our Jonas, and I don't think this is our Jonas, right? Anyways, the little hood guy, he is called now. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ich hab dich gesucht.
Ich muss dir was erzählen.
Ich weiß es. Alles. Mikkel, ich weiß alles.
You don't know
Erzähl, was du-
everything. It is.
Perfekt zusammen.
We're a perfect match.
Nie etwas anderes.
I'm like, it's still wrong, of course it is. But it's just so. It's so right at the same time.
So schließt sich der Kreis.
Oh.
Was wärst du?
If I had just seen that face there, I would scream. So the circle
Was
closes.
wärst du?
That's me.
Sage ruhig, wer ich bin. Ich habe dir gesagt, dass alle Spielsteine auf ihrer Position sind. Alles, was es braucht, ist ein kleiner Schubs.
Du hast mich belogen. Du wolltest, dass es wieder genauso passiert. Warum willst du, dass die Zukunft wieder genauso passiert?
Weil das, was heute entsteht, der Anfang vom Ende ist.
Because what it created today is the beginning of the end. What? It created today is the beginning of the end. So something that has already been created?
Die schwarze Materie. Sie muss entstehen, damit ich sie in der Zukunft zu ihrer neuen Bestimmung führen kann. Dem Ende dieser Welt. Ich bin der Auslöser.
So he was.
Aber nicht für das, was du denkst.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So he wants to end the whole world.
Aber nicht für das, was du denkst.
He also said this world.
Ich bin der Auslöser dafür, dass du zu dem wirst, was ich heute bin.
He's gonna kill her. He's not gonna kill himself. Yeah. Oh my god.
Manchen Schmerz vergisst man nicht.
Yeah, last time he said that, it like, we all thought that he means Mikael, his dad, their dad. It's insane to me that this is the same person. You know, the love of my life was killed. By who? By me in the future. Like, what? Because there's no way she's gonna survive this.
Manchen Schmerz vergisst man nicht.
Well, it seems like you have forgotten.
Diesen hier dein Leben lang mit dir tragen. Bis du endlich bereit bist, loszulassen. Auch sie.
Well, this is why we don't see a middle or older version of Marta then, I guess. Because Jonas.
Du kannst mich aufhalten oder versuchen, sie zu retten. Du wirst wissen, was zu tun ist.
Oh my god. But they make this like weirdly undramatic. Or it is dramatic, but it doesn't feel like she is dead. I mean, in this show, who is really dead? I guess, because it's time travel and all of this. But the way that they built this scene emotionally doesn't now make me feel like crying, for example, that Marta is dead, you know? It's interesting that they make it feel like that, or not make it feel like that. Also, can I say from like Magnus's point of view, at this moment, his dad has disappeared. His mom just went in the cave. We'll see what's gonna happen to her. His brother has gone missing a long time ago, and now his sister is dead on the floor here. Maybe all he can do then is join Adam or Jonas or, you know. Yeah, no, she's gone. What is this sound to? We get another montage? I'm shocked.
Nicht öffnen! Stopp! Nicht öffnen! Das ist ein Fehler. Sie haben keine Ahnung, um was es hier wirklich geht.
Ja.
Um was geht es denn wirklich?
Es geht nicht um die Vermissten. Es geht um die Zukunft, die Vergangenheit und wie alles zusammenhängt.
He's like, what are you
Nein, bitte
talking
nicht!
about?
Nein, das ist falsch!
Well, she tried at least.
My body is a cage that keeps me. My mind holds the key.
Who is yelling?
Wer bist du? Hey!
Oh! Oh! Hey!
Du bist Jonas. Das ist alles deine Schuld.
Ja, es ist meine Schuld, alles. Aber ich bin hier, um euch zu retten.
Wovor retten?
Vor der Apokalypse.
Was ist mit Martha?
My body is a cage.
Was ist mit Martha?
Dancing with the one I love.
Oh my god. Too much is happening. And this is all happening at the same time. That's why it's able to happen. And there we go.
Keeps me from dancing with the one I love.
Let's make a third one.
And holds the key.
Yeah. And is this the original one then? That Clausen created.
They'll clap anyway.
Oh my god. Follow the light, Katarina. My body is a cage.
From dancing with the one I love. My mind holds the key. My mind
Yeah.
holds the key.
Oh!
My mind holds the key. I'm living in.
Is he here just to survive, or is he here to meet his future wife?
Still the shapes fill my head. I'm living in.
This is terrifying.
Keeps me moving. Still my heart beats so slow.
And
My body is.
where did it go? Oh my god, Katarina, I'm stressed for. Oh. What is this light thing?
is all.
I don't know. And then it comes back. Why is there a light in the tunnel? This is like Lost as well. Okay. So does that mean that Katarina is dying? Why is there a light in that tunnel? And is it because she opened the door that then the ball comes back here? Where did the ball go? Did it go to the tunnel? No, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, what makes sense? Imagine all of them. Oh. Oh, but this is like the... Oh my god. But this is like in the finale last season when Jonas and... Hi, Mom. I mean, both can say the same line. When Jonas and Helge switched.
My body is a cage. Take what we are given, just because you've forgotten.
Oh my god.
Forgiven.
And here it is.
Es beginnt.
So he's just gonna save them.
Wo gehen wir hin? Set my body free.
But they said that no one named this as well. But where are they?
My body is a cage.
They're gonna do the same. So Charlotte is gonna time travel. Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh. Yep, the apocalypse is happening. Jonas, do something. People just keep walking. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, see, I was saying that it doesn't feel like she's dead. But who is it? What? We have seen, I'm sure we have seen every time Marta has time traveled. But this is also not like a middle version of Marta. She's still the same age, just her hair is different. And her makeup, I guess. And Jonas looks completely shocked about this. It's not like I've been waiting for you or something. I don't know what to say. Like, Charlotte and Elizabeth touched fingers and went zzz. Last time when that happened in the finale of last season, I thought that they are switching places. But they both jumped to the future from where they are. This is making me think. Are we starting another timeline, a future, that Elizabeth goes there, and now Charlotte goes here where Elizabeth was? To the future. And Elizabeth goes future. Because there was a zip happening. Okay, let's watch this end. What the fuck is happening?
Ich bin nicht, wer du denkst, wer ich bin.
Okay. Who are we supposed to think you are?
Warte, das kann nicht sein. Ich verstehe.
Wir haben keine Zeit mehr.
Hello?
Ich erklär's dir später. Wir müssen hier weg.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this another time machine thing? Yes. It has this all the same. It just, is she from the future? How can she? Yeah, how can she be from the future?
Die Frage ist nicht aus welcher Zeit, sondern aus welcher Welt.
Guys. What? What in the world, one might say? What in this world? So, in the beginning of the show, the point was, it's not where he went. The question is when. Jonas has learned that lesson, and now he asked, when are you from? And she goes, it's not a question of when, but from what world? So this is going into some like multiverse kind of thing. Okay. So is it like every time this happens, the apocalypse happens? Or I don't know. Like, is it every time it happens they create a new world? But I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, but this is what this is what I meant. It's kind of exactly what I meant. In the beginning of this video when I'm like, I can't. When I said that we need something big, something bigger than a new timeline. Because this episode, a few things about this episode makes me think that we will add timelines just because of the thing with Elizabeth and Charlotte, and I think that Elizabeth, they both will go to the future again, so Elizabeth would go even further to the future. Or maybe now she will go to the past, which then will make her Charlotte's mom. Where is Charlotte going? What is Clausen gonna do now that like he saw this happen? I don't know what to think about this. I really don't know what to think. Because in a way I love how big it got, and I love how crazy the apocalypse and build up to it was. I'm a little bit skeptical about that now we have like different worlds, different universes, multiverse, something like that. It has to be in that. It's not when I am from, but from what world. I'm a little bit like, okay, like where is this gonna go now? Are we gonna go? I mean, they had this thing that she like turned on, this little ball, clearly took them somewhere. So I'm guessing to her world. So in the next season then we're gonna have Jonas in this new world? And has this always happened? Like Adam knows that this is gonna happen. And Middle Jonas as well. They know that there are other worlds. Who else knows? Did Noah know? Magnus, Franziska, like, what? Okay. Literally my only notes from this episode are that it's the 27th of June, the day of the apocalypse, and Ellie is Charlotte's mother. That's all I've written down. I guess I can write down Martha from another mother, from another world. And now it's interesting also that the people in the bunker were Ellie, Peter, Regina, and Claudia. That's a very random combo. If we would think that now Claudia just stays in this timeline, stays with her daughter and everything, and that's how she gets old, and that's how we get the old Claudia, who is then in the future and travel, whatever. And we see Ellie in the future. Regina then just die at some point. We haven't seen an old version of her at least, or Peter. And then also this trio that now the middle Jonas, so the hood guy is saved. Magnus, Franziska, and Bartosz. The same question that I asked before. What happens to Bartosz? Why haven't we seen him yet? Like a middle version or old version of him. This is insane though. So what is in the... I don't even know what questions to ask. What is in the other world? Marta with bangs and dark eyeliner and black clothes. She looks so much older than our Marta from this world, even though she is probably the same age. But so do we have more Jonases and Adams and everyone in that time or in that world? Is there also time travel there? Are all the same people there? Is Mikkel there? Did he disappear? Is he dead? Is he Mikael? Like so many questions. And mostly not even questions, but just like a big question mark of like, I don't even know what to ask. I don't know how this works. We haven't seen, the only thing we have heard is that she's not from this world. This Marta is a Marta from another planet or from another universe. And that's all. So I don't even know what to guess or what to ask or what to do with this until we get to the next season. And I have to say that, of course, this is a bigger reveal than last season. Last season we just had a new timeline. Or the, like, yeah, we saw the future. This time we are getting a whole new world. A whole new world. And I don't know what, I feel, even though this is a bigger reveal, I don't know if I like this one more. I don't think so. I'm a little skeptical. Not too much, because I trust that the last season will be as good as the other ones too. But I'm a little bit like, okay, we're getting further and further, I think, from the stuff that originally was keeping me very interested. Kind of like I've said before, that like the stuff that happens with like Noah and Adam and like all of that stuff to me feels a little bit like, okay, and old Claudia and all of this, like Adam's war against humanity and against God and all this stuff. I've been a little bit like, okay, sure. And much more like focused and understanding more the like smaller drama of like what is happening to the characters and stuff like this. Now I feel like this is probably gonna get even next level, like more higher stuff that I'm gonna be like, what? You know? Which is fine. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. I'm just worried for me and my little head and how I'm gonna be able to keep up. The fact that we have now some new Marta who is also from another world, so is she technically his aunt or not? That I like. But we didn't like see this new Marta like enough for me to actually form an opinion about her or how she's different or anything. But this is very interesting. I'm very interested to see her world and what does that even mean? And how is our Jonas gonna navigate that? But I'm annoyed because our Marta was like, she finally found out everything. And she was finally kind of ready to join the fight and ready to like, now we're on the same level and we can actually have conversations about this and talk to Jonas about everything and all that. And then freaking Adam comes and like shoots her. Like, it's frustrating. I was so sure that we were gonna find out something about the Scar Girl, but we haven't seen her for a long time now because we were with Elizabeth in the future for so much that I was like, maybe we will see her there as well. Nope. But right after, if number one of things that I'm like mostly interested in right now is this new world, what does that mean and what? Then number two would be what happened to Charlotte and Ellie, the old Ellie, or the middle version of her. Then the scar-faced girl is still there. What happens to Bartosz? Where did they all go? Now that the hood guy saved them, took them somewhere, where did they go? Did they go here to the 20s? To this creepy house under the church where Adam is hanging out? What is Clausen gonna do with all this information? He literally saw it happen. He was right there. For so long in this show, there was a time when, like, you feel like Jonas was the only one who knew what is happening, you know? And it was so frustrating, but kind of cool. And now, I'm like, who doesn't know at this point? I mean, still a lot of people, but it feels like most people at this point know, like actually know. Which is making it also more of a mess, of course. I think it is more fun to watch in a way when it's just like one person knowing or something, or a few people, and they are trying to fix it, and it's so like secretive and simple, even though it was never really simple, this show, but you know what I mean? Like now it is so complicated, and everyone knows something about something or someone, or you know, and do the future them know, or the past, or what, you know, like it's getting so complicated that it's harder to follow, which is of course fun, but also more complicated. And I feel more now, of course, towards the end, I'm watching it, I'm like, huh? You know? But very good. My God. But now it's good to take a little break. I mean, not really, but like, it was good that I watched these 2 episodes now, and now I will keep editing and posting and stuff, and then go to season 3. I'm surprised that we didn't see Hannah at all, or Ines and Mikkel, and all of that is still like left very open. The Ines and Mikkel situation, Ulrich. Well, Egon is dead now, and no one is planning on changing that, you know? Like he's gone. Alexander is in the prison, I guess. Is he getting out? What is Clausen still gonna care about this, or is he now like, oh my God, there's time travel, who cares about my brother going missing and this other guy taking his name? I guess not. But I'm interested to see where that goes. Like, what is gonna happen to Alexander? I guess he died though. Yeah, like everyone in the present time who wasn't in the bunker was supposed to die, right? So did he die? Did the people in the power plant die? That's where the explosion started from. Like Clausen. I keep talking about like, what is Clausen gonna do now? But did he die? Of course. Right? Scrap all of that like last 15 minutes that I've said. Everyone is dead. Right? Except for the people in the bunker, the 4 in the bunker, and Jonas and Marta who went to the other world, and then Jonas, the middle Jonas, and the 3 that went with him to whoever knows, and then Charlotte who went zip. Am I getting it right? We'll see. Holy moly. Okay. Well, I'm very, very excited for season 3. I'm gonna say just practical things. For all of June and half of August, we're gonna be in Brazil, visiting my wife's family. And my plan is to film a bunch of episodes of Dark and other things before the trip, and then on the trip be editing stuff and posting. I have no idea if it's gonna be like, because we're gonna be there for so long, if it's gonna be easy to find time to edit. I also don't want to be there for like 40 days and only be sitting on my computer, of course. But my plan is to still like kind of stick to the schedule and do 1 per week. But if not, I do apologize. I'm really like grateful for people who understand. I'm still doing stuff, but if I'm just saying this out loud so that you guys know, probably by the time this video is out, we're already there. But it'll be fun and fine, and I will keep still like working on the new videos throughout the trip as well, but I'm just saying that that is happening in our lives. I feel like I'm so shocked by this like ending of this season, of this episode. I don't know what to say really. One more thing is Katarina with the light, opening the door. I can't believe she finally found the door. And then she's opening it and there's a light. What does that mean? What happened to her? And is Noah really dead now? Agnes actually killed him. Why did Agnes kill him? What is Agnes's story? What is going on between Adam and Agnes? Yeah, this left me a little speechless. But kind of in a good way, of course. But I don't know what else to say. Let me know if I missed things or anything I should have paid attention to or that I should know now going into season 3. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for all the love, all the support, all the likes and comments and things. It's very nice that you guys are watching the videos. Thank you to all the legends. And those who want to see now the first 3 episodes of season 3, you can join the Patreon or become a member of YouTube. That's how it will be possible for you to join this different world of chilling with the chill Finn. I feel so chill. I feel so chill when I watch these videos. I'm just like, ah. Yeah, but thanks guys. You guys are great. I will see you in season 3. Bye everyone.